Let's dive into this and see what's going to come through for us. So we're going to take a look at this overall energy here for this Aquarius full moon for the collective. I'll break it down into each element here toward the end of this reading. So let's look at the overall energy here for this full moon for my beautiful collective. Okay, the Ace of Wands. Nice. Okay, what is the challenge that we could face during this full moon, please? The Six of Cups. Okay, it's like the past, kind of holding on, clinging to the past. We'll see what that is. What needs to be released with this full moon? Okay, the Six of Wands. I feel like that could be something about ego or needing some kind of recognition. Again, we'll see what this is about. Can you show me where the focus should be during this full moon energy? This full moon time frame here. I really wanted to get a Mercury retrograde reading out to you, but it's not letting me. 10 of Cups. And we're almost through anyway. We'll be done with this retrograde on the 11th, but the post shadow will last until September 2nd. So just a heads up, okay? So the 10 of Cups, home, family, emotional security here is what's going to be needing your attention, okay? Let's take a look at what's going to be revealed to you, illuminated to you through this full moon time period. The Five of Cups, where you might find there's some lack, or where you might feel depleted, or where something is not enough. I'm seeing the Two of Cups. This really is, I feel like, about aligning, like what we once thought was, or what we once thought is no more, or it's different now. Again, remember the like sudden change energy that I was picking up there with the astrology, sudden decisions, that sort of thing. All right, so let's tap into this Ace of Wands. We'll pull some oracle messages, or an oracle message at the end. And I'll pull a crystal, of course, for those of you that will interested in crystal healing and being supported by that crystal energy, okay? Okay, my loves. Here we go. Deep breath. Ace of Wands, please. What is the overall energy of this full moon? All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles. There's definitely some kind of new beginning attached to this, something that's going to grow into something more, okay? We have the Queen of Wands. And the Seven of Wands. Okay, what is this? I'm seeing Aries here, okay, with the Queen of Wands. Show me this Seven of Wands. Death. Okay, bear with me. Give me a moment. Well, I feel like you're not putting up with anybody's BS. Okay, some of you could be a little on edge or really guarded around this time. A lot of you could be very determined to make sure nothing interferes with some kind of changes that you're making or endings that you want to see happen. Okay, this could be like, you know, not turning around and looking to the past. And I feel like that's what's coming up. I feel like the past is trying to hold on to you. Okay. I get that there may be something here about like defending your position as well. And it could be around something new and exciting that's taking place in your life. I definitely feel that there's like this standing your ground. Okay. In this energy. Now, it's interesting to note that Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius. It's retrograde in Aquarius right now. So I think it's interesting that Death card is showing up. I'm seeing, yeah, the Two of Wands. Yeah, there's a choice being made, I feel, or a path being chosen here. More coffee is indicated. Okay. Why does a collective feel the need to defend? Strength. Yeah. I feel like it's like you're having to resist something, or you're having to like Leo energy. So we're in Leo season right now, obviously. This really feels like standing your ground with something, against a person, against people, against, you know, whatever a situation. Really standing your ground, okay? Because it's like you're falling in line here with what you know is right for you, and you are initiating whatever this is, okay? So let's look at this Six of Cups. Show me the Six of Cups, please, in the challenge. If you're an all access member, you guys don't forget you're getting blog posts, astrological blog posts for the transits and things weekly. You guys pay attention to that. It's under the blogs tab. And it's exclusive to the astrology stuff is exclusive to my all access members. Okay. All right. So yeah, the Seven of Swords here, the past is trying to rob you, or the past no longer resonates with you. It's like maybe you feel like it was a lie or it was an illusion. Show me more about that. That is Aquarius energy, by the way. Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's done. I feel like the past is going to do whatever it needs to, whatever it feels like it needs to or wants to try and prevent you from moving toward the new. Again, this feels maybe it's connected to a person, or it could just be, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be like, how do I explain that? It could be like, I don't know, a place that you've always felt comfortable. Maybe this is about not returning to a place that's familiar to you. Or it could just be about like escaping familiarity because that's what's been safe. So again, stepping into this more unconventional energy with this Aquarian, this Aquarian stuff. Okay, this Aquarius moon energy. All right, let's see. Show me more here. And the World. Yeah, this is completely about the past trying to hold on. And again, for some of you, it's like about comfort. It's about some kind of comfort or familiarity. Can you tell me where this is coming from? The Seven of Swords and this Ten of Swords, please. Two cards here. Wow, the Tower. You blew something up here. It looks like, yeah, something that was stable or something that was fixed in your life. I keep seeing it. It's not just me, guys. It's a lot of people. A move. I'm seeing a lot of people say that. This is like a sudden move for me. So I don't want to say sudden. It's been something I've contemplated for a little while now. So there is something like this. Okay, but I just feel like something that has been stable, it really wasn't. I feel like that was a lie. Or it was some kind of manipulation. Something appeared stable and it's really not. And that's going away. All right, for some of you, you're completing some sort of cycle. For some of you, there's some sudden something happening. Okay, when it comes to your stability or your foundations. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. The past is going to have I want to say the opportunity, or it will have the potential to cause you to feel like you're unsure about what you're doing. Again, really important for you to be standing your ground, for you to have the confidence and be very sure about what you're ending, what you're changing, the transformation that you're trying to have here. Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's look at the Six of Wands. Let me look at this World real quick before we move on. Show me the World. Temperance, yeah. Yep, absolutely. So you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that something has to go. That something's no longer welcome, that you no longer belong somewhere here, okay? And this is divine guidance and orchestration. If things are falling out of your life right now or things are falling apart, it's because there's somewhere else you're supposed to be. You have divine orchestration, divine guidance, divine protection. It almost feels like there's like this, and they're giving me the biblical reference. The wheat is being separated from the tares here. And it feels like people. It feels like certain consciousness levels here. I need to do a channeled message on this because it's been coming through a lot. There's like this separation of consciousness. And I feel like whatever you're going toward is the vibrating at the consciousness level that you are. All right, so Six of Wands here. Six of Wands showing up in what's going to What needs to be released, rather. Show me the Six of Wands, because it is a full moon. New moon, what do we need to set the intention for? Full moon, what do we need to release? So show me the Six of Wands here, please. King of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. Definitely an exchange of energy. It could be how you're doing money, how you're doing responsibilities, how you're handling priorities. This could be like how the rest of the world kind of does things. I feel like that, again, that unconventional energy, you could be separating. I'm telling you, I keep getting this reference, separating the wheat from the tares. Show me more. I need to look that up. Give me a second. I feel like I need to look that up. And you have the Chariot. Yeah, this is like how you move in the world, releasing how you move in the world, how everybody else is doing it. Give me a second. I feel like it's relevant now. I really do just need to. I get a lot of channeled messages, but I don't share them with you guys. And I feel like I need to. If that's something that you guys are interested in, let me know or email me. I feel like I need to. So maybe that's just a yes. Okay. I want to look this up. I can't remember. Okay. Matthew 13:24-30. I'm just going to read it because I feel like it's relevant. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while he slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. This feels like the past, the sowing of the tares, okay? But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servants said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while you gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. So I feel like this is saying that the past is the tares, and the holding on is like this in this regard, because of the consciousness that I'm seeing you're at now. This is, dare I say, the enemy, so to speak. Okay. So there is something here that the King of Pentacles is very traditional. I do feel like this is maybe how money has been exchanged, how you've been functioning or showing up in the world, what's been the responsibilities, what have been the priorities at this point. Let's see what else. The Sun. Yeah, it's not Nine of Cups. It's been like a very indulgent energy. This can be like consumerism. And it's coming from a place of ego. It's coming from a place of needing to be seen a certain way. And so this is being asked, you're being asked to like rethink how you show up in the world, or rethink how you're dealing with money. So I feel like, yeah, it's like how you're seen, how I'm seen. People need to see me a certain way, how you're recognized. This is something that needs to be done with. Some of you have struggled with, well, I'm afraid to make this decision because of what so-and-so is going to think, or I'm afraid to show this side of me because I don't want to be rejected for this, or this doesn't matter anymore. Because your authenticity is needed in the world right now to help raise the consciousness. It's more than just you. You may feel like you're alone, but you're really not. Okay, so I am getting releasing how things have been done, how the world has expected it to be done, what the tradition has said. All right, let's look at this 10 of Cups here, where your focus should be. Emotional security, emotional stability. What is supportive? What is loving? The Ace of Pentacles. Therein lies the new opportunities, the new potential. I'm hearing the real potential. High Priestess, this is how you're being guided. This is what you're being led toward. And the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is about support. It's about where you find support. It's about compassion. Definitely something here about focusing on what your intuition is guiding you toward, how your intuition is steering you at this time. Your intuition, there's something here in your emotions that are giving you messages. I feel like I picked that up recently in another reading. I don't recall which one that was. I want to say it might have been a Scorpio reading, but I don't, off the top of my head, I can't remember. Okay, show me more here. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, like this has made you feel probably very alone. Again, the way the world says things need to be done. This has probably made you feel very alone. Made you feel like you're having to hump this pack on your own. You're having to walk all these miles on your own, feeling unsupported. This is like redirecting your energy toward where there is support, and that being a complete 180 kind of change. 2 of Wands. Maybe it's about like debt, relieving yourself from some kind of debt. Again, 2 of Wands here. I'm telling you, this it's in the collective. This 2 of Wands, making changes, choosing paths according to where you're supported and where you're not. Finding opportunity in the areas of your life where you are supported. It's like that's the thing that's calling you. That's the thing that we need to be drawn to right now. It's interesting that the 5 of Pentacles is here and what's going to be illuminated. So let me see a little more. Let me look at this first, actually, and I want to come back here. Show me this 5 of Pentacles, please. What's going to be illuminated? The Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. Yeah, it definitely, see the 8 of Cups here? It's definitely like, I don't know how, like, okay, we're raised to think that we're going to graduate high school, we're going to go to college, we're going to find the love of our life, we're going to get married, we're going to have 3.5 kids, we're going to have this house in this neighborhood, in this location, we're going to drive these cars, we're going to retire. Like, it's like, this is how society sees things should be done, right? 22:44 on the clock. But this is about realizing that thought pattern, that idea, or the way, whatever it is for you, that doesn't work anymore. That's not working. We're coming out of school with loads of debt. We're not even getting a job that correlates to the degree that we've gotten. The person that we fell in love with in college, we're different now. We want somebody else. It's this kind of thing. Like, there's something here that's shifting in the collective, and realizing that what's not been working is going to go. And I do feel like a lot of this has to do with like finances, resources, money, like credit cards are dumb kind of thing. It's something like this. Like, this is how it's supposed to be done, but the system is not working anymore. And this is what's being illuminated here. Like, I've put all this time and energy into this way of things, and I have nothing to show for it, or it's all gone now. Something like this. And so there's a clarity that's coming through this. There's a clarity that's coming from even the disappointment in that. And I think for some of you, you might be experiencing some kind of disappointment around that as well. It feels more like all this wasted energy, all this wasted time. But this 10 of Cups energy is energy that's more well rounded. It's more, I'm hearing conclusive. That's interesting. All right, so let me see more about this 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. Making different choices that are away from the norm or how we're told supposed to be done. Yep, look at that, 8 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So again, this Ace of Wands showing up in the overall energy. We're going towards something new. We have a new idea. We are going to walk away from this, and we're going to explore our different ideas. And again, that came through in the downloads that I was getting about the astrological influence of this. Very interesting. Very interesting. So I'm curious to know how this is going down for you. You guys let me know in the comments if you will, or shoot me an email. I figured out how to see comments. All right, so let's get some guidance here, and then we'll move into the elements. Guidance, advice, reminders, clarity, confirmation. Guidance, advice, reminders, clarity, and confirmation, please. Learn from the bees. That's very interesting. All right, let's some of you may need some bravery here. I'm seeing that with the Queen of Wands as well, and the Strength card. It may require some bravery. It may feel uncomfortable at first until you fully integrated it. So just a heads up, there could be a little bit of trial and error as well. All right, so we have bees are tiny alchemists. They take raw materials of flower and pollen and turn them into honey. Now is the time to recognize you are an alchemist as well, the power of transformation at your fingertips. Your raw materials are life experiences. And right now, nothing is more important than turning the lead of suffering into the gold of creative expression. This Ace of Wands, that Queen of Wands. Unexpressed pain turns into suffering, but pain that is grieved, mourned, and given its creative voice becomes art. Medicine is found inside the wound, but not unless it becomes expressed. This is your job as an alchemist. Take the raw materials of your experience and turn them into song, dance, sculpture. Weave a story with the threads of your hope and despair. You deserve that sweet honeycomb. It tastes like survival turned into thrival. Some of you may feel like all you've been doing is surviving. You've been on the hamster wheel, or you've been in the rat race, and I feel like for some of you that is something that is absolutely going to be changing. Okay, let me get a crystal here to best support you during this full moon period. And then we'll move into the elements. This one here. Oh, malachite. Very interesting. I was watching, I love Balmy Spirit. Lola Selena, apparently. Nobody's known her real name until recently, yesterday, I think. Anyway, love her content. So you guys check her out. But malachite came up for the collective as well. In her reading, it was, I think it was the love portion that she did. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. All right, so malachite. Malachite is a powerful and protective crystal, often associated with deep emotional healing, transformation, and energetic shielding, which seems like something is needed with that, okay? You might see the past throw a fit. All right, so just a heads up. Trying to hold on to you. So malachite is great for transformation, protection, emotional healing, empowerment, and energy amplification. It absorbs negative energies and pollutants from the aura and environment. It shields against electromagnetic pollution and radiation. And tech was something that was coming up. Aquarius, that's that rules tech. It's a strong psychic protector. It guards against psychic attack and energetic manipulation. And it breaks energetic blockages and stagnant patterns. It can bring suppressed emotions to the surface to be released. And it helps heal past trauma, heartbreak, abuse, especially from childhood. I feel like some of this, like breaking these old patterns, could be from this tradition, could be from, like, you could consider it traumas. Okay, it says encourages risk taking and change in the name of soul growth, and helps break unhealthy attachments, patterns, and codependent relationships, which is probably something that you're dealing with here in the past. Okay. It is called the Stone of Transformation for its ability to assist through major life shifts. It supports spiritual evolution and personal power, and it amplifies intentions, especially in manifesting emotional balance and courage. Clears and activates the heart and solar plexus chakras, which is interesting because solar plexus was something that was coming up in her channeled messages as well. Balmy Spirit. It promotes forgiveness, compassion, and love for self and others. It strengthens willpower, confidence, and personal boundaries. Absolutely going to be needed. And hang on, somebody called me and I lost my place here. It's deeply connected to the divine feminine and earth mother energy, excellent for womb healing, menstrual issues, and fertility support. You can wear it as jewelry, bracelets, or pendants for ongoing protection and healing. Place it near electronics to reduce EMF exposure. Meditate with it on the heart or solar plexus chakras to release emotional blocks, and keep it in your space during emotional transitions, grief work, or inner child healing. It does contain copper and can be toxic if raw or powdered. Always handle with care and avoid water cleansing unless it's sealed and polished. Okay, so malachite. Malachite's the crystal here for now. okay, during this time frame. All right, so what we're going to do here is we are going to move into the elements and let's start with, I think we'll start with fire because we are in, um, no, I feel like I want to move. Yeah, okay, they're asking me to pull. We'll use desert rights here. But we'll start with fire because we're in Leo season. I did get with my Aries, Leo, Sagittarius loves that this is going to be you realigning your passion with your purpose. Okay, give me a second here. Aries. Aries, I feel like you're being asked to reassess the people that you're surrounding yourself with, because I feel like this full moon is going to highlight like social circles for you, and you are showing up here in this reading. Maybe even long-term goals for you. I feel like you're going to want to ask yourself too, like, are your connections fueling your growth or like dimming your flame here? Okay. And I was getting, especially with this tower, like there could be some kind of surprise opportunity that could open up if you detach from like ego and lean into more of like a collective vision. So I feel like that's significant for you, Aries. Okay. So for Leo, give me a second. Leo, this is in your opposite sign, so it's going to hit you. Okay. I feel like for you, relationships are front and center. You rule the fifth house. So you may feel pulled between like self-focus and partnership. I want to tell you, it feels like it could be time for you to release any codependent patterns. And again, that Malachite kind of confirms that, or any sort of outdated commitments. Again, I'm getting that collectively, but because we're in Leo season, I feel like it's really highlighted for you. So stay true to your authentic self. Okay. Trust that what or even who is meant for you will liberate you and not limit you. Okay. Especially when it comes to your self-expression. Okay, for Sagittarius, I feel like there could be some kind of mental or even like communication breakthrough that's coming toward you. You could receive something like news, downloads. You are the seer, so insights. And this could shift your perspective quite dramatically. So I feel like this is an excellent moon for my Sagittarius for you to cut cords with any kind of distractions, refocus yourself on what really aligns with your mission, what you feel your mission is, and speak your truth, because something that you say or even write that could ripple like a little further than you actually think. Okay. All right. Show me for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in this full moon Aquarius. Okay, fire signs. Show me for Aries. Thank you. Transcendence. Okay. Transcendence. This is taking the first step here underneath the deck. I feel like some of you are needing to break out of something here. All right, show me for my fire signs. What is the message for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sag, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Some of you, this might be about you kind of going it alone or being recognized for something independently or being independent. Page of Cups. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess. You've got some sort of something being presented to you here that I feel like your intuition is going to be talking to you about. I kind of feel like this might be something that pulls you back to the past, like I said. Yeah. Yes, your intuition's going to be saying, fire sign, that's no longer for you. This doesn't resonate with you. You've changed. You are changing. Your consciousness is elevating here. It's time to make different decisions. So I feel like this is separating, especially, yeah, look at that Ten of Swords. Something being long gone, something being over and done here. You might be feeling, don't be naive to something too, I want to say. You usually aren't. But I just want to say, like, you might feel like a pull towards something that is familiar. And that came through in this reading. So pay attention to your intuition. I feel like your intuition is telling you, like, fire sign, like, you have a better opportunity coming in than this, that's aligned with who you are now. Okay. All right. So that's for my Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's tackle earth signs. Okay. For earth signs, what does earth signs need to know? For Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. I feel like this could be about you rebuilding life, but around like your truth. Taurus, I definitely get this moon hitting you in like your career sector. And I feel like you could be asking yourself, like, are you still aligned with the image or reputation that you're maintaining? And again, I was seeing that Taurus energy showing up here. So again, sudden shifts in how you're seen, especially that may trigger some kind of discomfort. Again, that was something that was showing up in this reading. But I feel like whatever this is, it's going to be clearing space for something far more authentic for you. So I want to tell you, like, let go of control. Okay. Fixed energy. I know. And trust like the shakeup that's happening for you. Okay. All right. All right. So for my Virgos, Virgo. Okay. So this could be, typically, Virgo, wellness and routine for you. So this might need your attention, especially like if you've been overworking, and we have had that Mars in Virgo. So I'd say overworking, maybe overgiving, stuck in patterns of perfectionism for you. I feel like this full moon can really help liberate like your schedule, and in turn, like liberating your actual body. So I want to tell you, like, it might be important to prioritize rest, especially for those of you that may have Aquarius placements as well. Your nervous system regulation. Okay. Try to take some time out from like technology or like being distracted by technology. Any sort of nourishing ritual that's going to remind you that you're not a machine, Virgo. Okay. You can do that. You can do it for a long time. You're good at it, but I feel like you're being asked to kind of look at this differently. All right. All right. So for Capricorns, I'm getting something here about like your financial landscape, your self-worth that could be highlighted under this moon. Like being asked what you really value. Does your time reflect that? I feel like there could be for you, Capricorn, some kind of surprise expense. Maybe even though an opportunity that may come up that shifts how you manage your resources internally, externally, that kind of thing. I want to say this feels like a really good moon, especially for Capricorn, to like break free from scarcity stories. And again, we're seeing this Five of Pentacles, and I feel like, yeah, this with this Ten of Cups here that we were seeing, that's what you really value. Okay, your legacy maybe for some of you. All right, let's get a message here for my earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. There was a full moon astrology post that was put up as well. You may want to check that out. Strength to overcome. Okay. Show me for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, please. Strength to overcome. What is this? I feel like it might be hard for my earth signs to kind of break out of a certain way of thinking or believing. Yeah, that tradition energy. There it is. Knight of Pentacles. I've worked so hard. I've done it this way for so long. That may be what this strength is that you need. This may be what you need to, yeah, again, look at that. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups. I'm telling you, some of you are going to struggle here with the fact that you've put time and energy and money and resources into something for so long. And now that you're changing that, you feel like it's all for naught, but that's not actually the case. Okay. It's not all for naught. Yeah, it's just that you're changing. You're going to be stepping into a new experience. So it's like you're stepping through a portal, and the thing that you need to overcome is the mindset that you've had around how things should be. There's the Four of Wands. Yeah, there's a new kind of stability, a new kind of foundation that I feel like you're going to be building, Earth signs. You may really struggle with like the experience of this, but I feel like it's always a little weird. I call it baby giraffe legs. Okay, like we're trying to get our sea legs about us here when we're integrating something, and you might feel a little wobbly. All right, but I see that you're doing it. You're doing it. You may mourn it. Okay, you may mourn some of this as well. Let the things fall away, fall apart that need to. All right, so let's go to my air signs, my Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What is my air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? I definitely get that there's something here, the seed. I definitely get that I'm going to keep this. I'm definitely getting that there's something here about like connections for you, upgrading connections, better connections, more aligned connections, even because your consciousness is upgrading. Okay, so new things are beginning for you here. You're planting new seeds. All right, and I'm seeing that with that Page of Pentacles here. All right, so for Geminis, yeah, I feel like for my air signs, you could have been quite isolated recently. Okay, for Gemini. Gemini, this moon's really activating your belief systems. So I feel like something is challenging you to see the world that you live in or your own path, okay, from like a broader, more expansive perspective, even inspired perspective here. There could be some kind of spiritual teacher or like some kind of unexpected message or communication that could act as a catalyst for you. So be open to being surprised, okay, even by yourself. Let's see what's going on here for air signs. Oh, we need to tap into Libra here. Give me a second. Libra. Show me for Libra. And of course, Aquarius. I can see orbs like with my physical eyes now. I don't know if you guys remember the last house I was in. There was all like these lights flying all over the place. Same thing here. Same stuff going on here. Okay, there's Virgo. I'm going to keep this, but Libra. Libra, okay. Creative breakthroughs, definitely. There could be some kind of plot twists in romantic situations that could show up. Libra, I feel like too, you might be being guided to embrace like unfiltered self-expression without needing to be understood, without it needing to make sense to others. I feel like for you, this moon could really reveal who's in your life for your evolution and who's like comfortable with the old version of you. Again, this past kind of pulling us back, right? Or trying to anyway. All right. Like I said, I feel like air signs have been isolated or been in hermit energy for a little while here. Aquarius, this is your full moon, my loves. So personal culmination. All right. I feel like something that you've been working through for a while may come to a head. I feel like you could be letting go of course, outdated identities. I've been seeing that in your readings or even personas so that your true vision can like emerge here. So I want to say let old masks fall. I feel like it has been falling for you, especially when in regards to past situations. And I feel like you're becoming freer and you're becoming wiser. Okay. So for my air signs, we have the Hermit, Virgo, again, Virgo, Aquarius energy being highlighted. But again, Mars was in Virgo. We have the Queen of Wands. There's that freer energy, but also wiser. I love that. Stepping into some level of authenticity here, a deeper level. Thank you, Spirit. A deeper level of authenticity for my air signs. Being very like hell-bent on that, unapologetic about it. There's the Page of Wands. Here's the new being brave toward the new. Some of you recognizing that the past is no longer working here, the Seven of Swords. You may really hunker down and get something done without other people's knowledge. Okay, I do see that there is some kind of, be careful with the communications or the messages that you're getting. They may not be on the up and up. Okay, they may not be honest. I'm seeing Temperance here. There could be some sort of level of manipulation with communication right now, especially if it's connected to the past for you. I feel like you have a deeper understanding of even how people function when they're not living authentically, when they're not living their truth. So you could be calling this out, but I do see that you have the seed here. So that came through in another reading. What reading was that? That was the collective reading that I did for you guys recently. Not surprised to see that, really. Okay, just be aware that the past may be trying to, again, I get it's the past, but you're recognizing where like the authenticity is lacking, the deeper authenticity, the level of authenticity that you are showing up in. Okay, Aries energy. The I am, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. This is what I believe. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm accomplishing. This is where I stand on this. All these things. Okay, very interesting. You guys let me know about that. All right, so for my water signs. Yes, we need this deck first. Okay, water signs. Water signs, I've been picking up for a while for you. This is especially for Scorpios because I read quite a bit for Scorpio. You're releasing some sort of emotional attachments that block growth. This could be exes, anything that you still feel some sort of emotional response to. Okay, so for Cancer, my Cancerians. Cancer, I'm getting something about there being some kind of emotional entanglement or energetic debts that could come up for you, especially around shared resources. Interesting. Intimacy. This could be somebody trying to ride on your coattails. It could have to have some sort of power dynamic going on, ego battle as well, I'm getting. Let this moon show you what you're giving away and not getting back, okay? So I'm going to tell you, Cancer, reclaim like this emotional autonomy. All right? Scorpio. I just heard home, roots. That's kind of funny. Okay, so home, roots, apparently family dynamics could be highlighted for you. Again, that seems to be where your value is leaning toward, like what you value. You could feel, yeah, it's not because of what I'm going through. I'm just telling you, it's in the collective. You could feel an urge to uproot, literally, okay, or even emotionally. I feel like it's time for you to release generational patterns, subconscious conditioning, even emotional roles that you've outgrown. And I want to tell you, like, let that inner space match the outer expansion that you're stepping into. Because I do feel like there's some kind of expansion for you. Okay, who's last? Pisces. You're always last, aren't you, my loves? It's, the universe set it up like that. Okay. Pisces. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna be urged to go inward into like the subconscious realms, of course, dreams, your spiritual practices. You do have the North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. So especially for those of you there or that have Pisces in your chart, your routines could shift. You may even feel like more sensitive, tired, more tuned in than usual. Embrace that. I want to tell you to embrace it. Okay. I'm getting Pisces moon too. Some of you could have Pisces moon. So let your soul, okay, receive the divine intel that it's gathering. And I want to tell you too, it's going to be important, especially for you, Pisces, to unplug. I'm getting something about not letting AI influence you right now. I don't know who that's going to resonate for, but Aquarius, technology, electronics, AI, that's all there. So, all right, so let's pull for my water signs here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pisces, I'm also getting for you to connect to your spiritual gifts here. Establishing personal boundaries. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Show me for my water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The star. A lot of you are, there's something new here that you're going to be doing to align with peace and tranquility in your life. This could be you kind of stepping away from anything that pulls on you emotionally. Like, I feel like you're just wanting peace and tranquility. So you're doing something new in order to attain that. Three of Swords. Yeah, you don't want any more emotional chaos. No more, you don't want any more heartbreak. Eight of Swords. Yeah, look at this. It's like you're recognizing where emotional entanglements don't serve you. The ones that don't serve you, and there's the Magician. Yeah, okay. So you're also recognizing here how your outer reality reflects these emotional entanglements. So I feel like, again, there could be something about putting emotional boundaries in place for you water signs. Again, not letting anything disrupt your peace here. And that may be why I see the collective. And for my water sign collective, maybe you're leaning more toward those things that support you, that love you, that don't bring chaos into your life. Okay. Very, very strong message there. I feel like you're standing in your truth. A lot of my water signs, you may be finding your truth, and I feel like you're upholding those. And that's what this boundary is about. Okay. All right. Wow. Intense full moon. I'm feeling it. I'm curious if you guys are feeling it as much as I am. This is not soft. Okay. It is a cosmic lightning strike, and it's going to clear space for authenticity, for future vision, higher consciousness. This is where we're all headed as a collective, separating the wheats from the tares here. Okay. You may feel more exposed, but you're also being set free. So let whatever is outdated dissolve, fall away. That's this tower. This is this old energy, this past energy, and get ready for an upgrade here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.